is Fu Fiona. Everyone usually calls me Fu, Na, or even Phil. I don't really mind because it doesn't matter. I really love this little life of mine. Everything goes just like I imagined. By the lake, everything feels quieter, even my thoughts. The water reminds me that it's okay to flow, not rush. I come here when the world feels too loud. In the reflection, I see no perfection, but acceptance. Maybe this life isn't perfect, but it's mine, and this is only the beginning.
I cannot handle this anymore. That's what I thought during that time. So I decided to seek for an orthopedic surgery, a bone and joint specialist, which is Dr. Su FOOK.
Doctor, lately I've had unease feeling on my neck. Can you please check up on me?
Okay, so your C4 and C5 vertebra is dislocated, and I suggest to perform the surgery immediately. And here's the risk of the surgery. First, pain after surgery, of course, and then pain in the neck area, discomfort, and scary. Don't worry, all of this risk here is all temporary. However, you need to bear in mind that this surgery may not completely get rid of the symptoms and you may require further treatment. Do you still want to proceed the surgery? If you do, then you just have to put 100% trust on me.
Yes, I can't bear with the pain anymore.
I understand. Now you may be positioned in the operation table.
I'm totally speechless, helpless at the same time. If only I know that this surgery made me lose my ability to walk, seated on the wheelchair for my whole life. I will never agree to perform this surgery at the first place.
Alright, looks like you already figured out. So let me help you walk again.
A spark lit in my eyes as Dr. Su added there was still a chance that I could feel the earth beneath my bare feet once more. All my hope rests in him, and I imagine the long-lost joy of touching the world with my own feet. Turns out I'm literally hopeless. I can accept my fate, but not until I get what I want.
As I pursued this case, clinging to the hope of reclaiming what once was mine, before all of this came to pass, all I've ever wanted was to claim what is rightfully mine. Is it too much to ask?
So, the court now in session to hear the case of Fu Fiona vs. Dr. Su FOOK. Counsel for the plaintiff, please proceed.
Your Honor, the main issue in this case is whether the defendant committed medical negligence against the plaintiff.
Alright, please proceed with your evidence.
Your Honor, we present medical records and expert testimony confirming that the procedure deviated from accepted standards. My client, Mrs. Fu, has endured years of suffering following surgery. Despite expecting proper care, she lost the ability to walk for over 4 years. We submit that this was due to negligence of Dr. Su FOOK. First, regarding duty of care, a doctor-patient relationship clearly existed between Dr. Su FOOK and Fu Fiona. Therefore, the defendant owed a legal duty to exercise reasonable care. Second, there was a breach of duty when the defendant failed to conduct proper examinations and necessary medical tests before proceeding with treatment. Third, this breach directly caused injury and damage to the plaintiff as her condition worsened after the treatment. Therefore, the plaintiff seeks damages for the harm suffered.
After reviewing all the evidence and submission, the court holds as follows. The defendant, Dr. Su FOOK, was negligent in his treatment of the plaintiff, which is Fu Fiona. The second one is the plaintiff suffer paralysis due to the wire loop used during the procedure. And the third one, the risk of paralysis was not properly explained to the plaintiff. And the last one is the consent provided by the plaintiff does not constitute informed consent. Accordingly, the court award damages in favour of the plaintiff. For Fiona, you wish to make a closing statement?
Yes, Your Honor. All my client wanted was to regain her right for mobility and dignity. 4.5 years of hardship cannot be undone, but justice demands she receive what is due.
After the careful consideration, the court has finds in favour of the plaintiff. For Fiona.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That was the moment I realized I need to file an appeal. Not because I don't feel sorry for her, but because I believe my side still need to be heard.
I am very relieved and thankful that I won this case. But I thought it was over. I thought I had finally won this case. But now, it's not the end yet. I cannot give up. I won.
This is an appeal by Dr. FOOK. Counsel, state the grounds.
Much obliged, Your Honor. The appellant submit that the High Court failed to apply the volume test.
I say the doctor acted in accordance with accepted medical practice.
Yes, Your Honor. Under the volume principle, a doctor is not negligent if he follow a practice accepted by a responsible body of medical professionals.
Very well, this court will consider the application of the volume test.
So, here we go again. The court accepted his argument. In that moment, I felt utterly defeated until my lawyer spoke up and said, "Don't worry, we can still appeal this case to the final avenue, the federal court. I never give up on my rights. Therefore, I continue to pursue this case to the federal court, just like what my dedicated lawyers said."
So, you are saying that the doctor's standard practice alone cannot determine legal liability?
Exactly, Your Honor. While professional practices guides medical care, the court decides what is reasonable disclosure, not the doctor alone.
Understood. And the risk of paralysis in this case was material and not disclosed to the plaintiff?
Yes, totally. This failure deprived Fiona of her right to make an informed decision.
After careful consideration of the evidence, submission and applicable law, the court finds as follows. The first one is the volume test is not appropriate for all aspects of medical negligence, particularly the duty to advise, disclose material risks and obtain informed consent. Second, patient has a legal right to know all material risks before making a decision regarding treatment or surgery. Third is, in this case, the risk of paralysis was material and not disclosed to the plaintiff. And lastly, accordingly, the plaintiff, which is for Fiona, is entitled to damages for the harm suffered. The patient has the right to know and to choose. Medical practice alone does not set the standard of the law. The court determines what is reasonable. The judgment of the federal court is upheld.
I fought for every step I've taken, and now justice walks beside me. Finally, every moment of doubt has lifted, and I'm very free to live my life. Even though I can never get my foot back, of course.
Oh, inilah Fiona. Okay, kita. Alright, thank you.
court all as follows. After reviewing all the evidence and submission, the court now
There are no holes in his shoes, but a big hole in his world. Maybe I'll get famous as the man who can't be moved. Maybe you want me to, but you see me on the